and then moving through till the main impact will be Sunday night, Monday morning, especially around the Adelaide area. We'll be looking, early hours of Monday morning when we're expecting anywhere up to about 120-kilometre wind gusts coming through.
The Prime Minister has praised the resilience of all Australians as flooded communities in New South Wales start to see some relief. The worst of the heavy rain has passed for the state's mid-north coast, but residents aren't yet out of the woods, with renewed river rises still possible after days of torrential downpours. 4 people have so far died in floodwaters, while a 5th person remains missing. Anthony Albanese says everyone's going to need to pitch in to help affected communities recover.
But at the worst of times, we do always see the best of the Australian character. The heroes of the SES who are helping out their neighbours, their local communities and people travelling to the area to provide assistance.
Liberal MPs have given their leader permission to reform the coalition at a virtual party room meeting today. Susan Lee now needs to sign a formal agreement with her Nationals counterpart, David Littleproud. The Liberals have agreed in principle to the regional party's 4 policy demands, but there may still be some negotiation over the details. The mushroom murder trial will continue next week after the jury today heard evidence from an intensive care specialist. He told the court doctors believe the only surviving lunch guest would die. Penelope Leish reports.
Don Patterson appeared stoic, showing no visible reaction as he heard the evidence of an intensive care specialist who treated him at the Austin Hospital and told the court that the pastor had come very close to dying. Professor Stephen Warrillo gave evidence that he had treated all 4 lunch guests for acute organ failure and that Gail Patterson and Heather Wilkinson were too unwell to undergo surgery. Don Patterson did have an emergency liver transplant, but he told the jury his condition relentlessly worsened and all 3 passed away in the hospital. The trial will continue next week. Erin Patterson has pleaded not guilty to all charges. She denies ever deliberately poisoning anyone.
In the US, a court has been told a pro-Palestinian protester fired 21 shots at an Israeli couple as they left the Jewish Museum in Washington, D.C. The young man and woman, who were about to become engaged, were shot in the back. The 31-year-old gunman then threw away his weapon, pleading with security officers not to shoot him as he was unarmed. He's appeared in court charged with counts of murder of foreign officials, terrorism and hate crimes, and will likely face multiple life sentences. Now, FIVEAA Sport. The Adelaide 36ers have confirmed former Wildcat Bryce Cotton has signed a 3-year deal. The 5-time MVP announced his split with Perth earlier this year and was expected to sign overseas. It's one of the biggest free agency signings in NBL history. The Crows, which will go by the name Goanna, has added 3 players to an extended squad ahead of its match against Woolwich Marawa, aka West Coast, at Adelaide Oval on Sunday afternoon. Sid Draper, Billy Dowling and Luke Pedler have been named in the 26-man squad, which will be trimmed to a 23-man team. Tex Walker has been included after speculation he might be rested. Port Adelaide plays Fremantle in Perth tomorrow night. The Power have made 4 changes, with Hugh Jackson to make his debut. At the MCG tonight, Essendon take on Richmond after Geelong had a 14-point win over the Bulldogs last night. Now, FIVEAA traffic.
Afternoon at Kensington Park. Urgent sewer works on Glenburn Road near Kensington Road. Glen, road plates in use following a burst water main. Paynham Road near Edward Street, speeds at 40 affecting City Bow. And look out for works at Westbourne Park, which are a bit sluggish at the moment. Goodwood Road near Crossroad. Cameras Clark Road, Evanston and Kettleville Terrace at Kent Town. The House of Wellness is back. Fresh faces and real health talk without the kale smoothies. Join Mel and Craw Fridays at 8:30pm on 7 and 7+. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on FIVEAA.
The FIVEAA forecast. Sunny for this afternoon, but a very different story for the next few days. Showers developing tomorrow, a top of 21, after an overnight low of 9. Sunday, a shower or 2 developing, and windy, 21 again. And Monday will be another windy day with showers back to 17. Currently 18. Now let's hear what's happening on 9 News tonight.
I'm Brenton Raglas. Tonight, 9 exclusive. The shocking footage from an Adelaide road which has sparked a safety plea to pedestrians. Dangerous weather on the way. We have the alert from authorities and their message for us all. The vitamin showing promise in turning back the clock. And the man who woke up to a cargo ship in his front yard. 9 years. Your news. Night at 6 on 9 and on 9 Now.
For 125 years, Calvary has walked beside South Australians through life's most personal moments with quiet strength, deep compassion and unwavering care. Whether it's lending a hand at home or in hospital or providing comfort in later years, Calvary's people bring heart to every interaction. In every home, in every story, Calvary continues to be a steady, reassuring presence, a legacy of care shaped by those we serve. Calvary, celebrating 125 years of caring for the South Australian community.
As a mum, I have loved watching my baby Gemma develop and grow. She was happy and curious, but sometimes she seemed to be in her own world. She didn't always respond when I called her name, and she had her own way of communicating. I wasn't sure what it meant. Then I found Inklings. It's a free, research-backed program that helped me understand how Gemma connects with the world. Through one-on-one support, I learned how to recognise her cues and build a stronger connection. If you've noticed differences in your baby's communication, trust your instincts. Check your eligibility and learn more at inklings.org.au/SA.
Why are we here? What is the nature of reality? Do I really need all that data to listen to history podcasts?
Huzzah! Question everything!
Especially your telco plan. Get the data you need at low prices with Aldi Mobile.
All right, so that'll be absolutely diddly squat. Zero. Zilch. Nada.
Buy any new, used or demo vehicle from Southern Cherry before June 30 and you could win an entire year of groceries from Foodland on us. Groceries covered, car sorted, more money for what matters. Visit southerncherrymorfettvale.com.au to find out more. T's and C's apply. Licence number T25707. Another great deal driven by Australian Motors.
For those whose pool is the main feature of their yard, Walco offer a special mesh cover to keep debris and leaves out while making your pool area look stunning all through winter. Join the great cover-up and ask Walco about their stylish new mesh pool covers. Walco.com.au.
The news and issues that matter to South Australia. Always Adelaide. This is 5AA. 5AA Afternoons with Stacey Lee.
Good afternoon to you and happy Friday. Welcome to the third and final hour of the afternoon's program. And you know what that means? It means you have to jump onto the Complete Care live stream because it's time for Foodie Friday.
Welcome to Foodie Friday with Chris Jarma from Jarma's Kitchen. Thanks to Smeg and Parafield Airport Liquor.
And Chris Jarma joins me in the 5AA kitchen. Hello, Chris.
Hello, Stace.
How are you?
Yeah, really good.
Good. I see we've both decided to wear white
I know.
on a day when you're blending up soup. You've already got some on you.
I got a little bit dirty at work prepping, so...
I'll probably be joining you in a few minutes' time because it's winter weather.
Oh, how cold is it in the morning?
Oh, my goodness, this week especially.
It's so good being a chef, though, in winter because...
Yeah?
It's freezing. I go from hot bed, hot shower, into the hot car, into a hot kitchen.
Yeah,
so
okay.
I can live in a T-shirt in winter, so it's perfect. But everyone loves a nice hot soup this time of year.
It's definitely soup weather.
So this is one of my favourites, and it's actually really easy to make. It's pumpkin, Thai-style pumpkin and sweet potato soup.
Yum.
So I just want to get these onions going first. So I've got my Le Creuset soup pot here, which it's important to preheat these. So I've had that on a very low heat. Don't stick it on a flame, turn it up high. So let them slowly warm up and then heat them up.
Interesting.
And that gets the whole pot nice and hot.
Okay, all right. So you're putting in some olive oil there.
Yep, a little bit of olive oil.
A little bit of olive oil, and you've just got one white onion.
One brown onion. It looks white, yes, because I've already pre-peeled it. But you can use white onion. You can actually, I've done this recipe with red onions as well.
Oh, okay. I guess because Thai spiced, yeah. Yep.
So,
jump on Facebook or YouTube and get on the Complete Home Care live stream. Yum. Oh, and I was saying to Graham Goodings today, I love a pumpkin soup, but I've never done a pumpkin soup with other ingredients, with sweet potato or a Thai-inspired one. So I'm looking forward to seeing what the Thai flavour that you're going to add to it is.
Yes, and so so while my onions are sweating down, just want to get a little bit of caramelisation on those. You would peel your pumpkin carefully with a peeler or a knife, cut it into cubes, same as your sweet potato,
Mm-hmm.
and then put that in a tray with some olive oil, 220 degrees for 20 minutes in your oven.
Oh, in the oven.
Which is what you could smell before, and you thought, you thought I was baking a cake.
I walked into the kitchen and I said, it smells like cake in here.
So I want a bit of colour on here.
Oh.
So I've got my sweet potato
Yum.
pre-baked. It's soft. It's ready to go in the soup. And this is something, if you want a real quick dinner for the family, the night before, you could cook the pumpkin.
Okay, can you show us the size you've got there? I never know when I'm making a soup. Jump on the live stream and have a look. When I'm making a soup, I never know how big to cut the vegetables because I worry too small, they might get caught in the blender, too big.
Doesn't really matter.
No?
So you can go small. The smaller they are, the quicker they're going to cook. The bigger they are, the longer they're going to cook. So if you were going to make a traditional pumpkin soup, you'd have big chunks of pumpkin, add your water, slowly boil it. Whereas this, I want some different flavours, so I've roasted this first.
Yes, and have you put any other flavours on it when you roasted
just
them?
Just a little bit of salt and pepper.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Okay. 'Cause I don't know why. Maybe I've always boiled my pumpkin. I don't know if I've...
Look, some people, you can do a pumpkin, carrot, ginger soup, which you just boil the pumpkin. Literally, if I was making you just want to cover it with enough stock.
Yep.
And then bring it to the boil, let it simmer. Just kept checking that until the pumpkin is soft.
Yep.
Then it's ready.
Okay.
Then you puree it. You add extra liquid if it's too thick. You add your flavourings, whether you want a Moroccan style, you can add cumin, Thai style, which is what we're doing here.
Yes, what do you have there to make the Thai style flavour?
So this one here, I've used this many a time. Oh. There's a little bit of plastic that's broken.
Oh.
We don't want that in our soup.
No, we don't want the plastic in the soup. I'll avoid that. What's that?
That's our soybean chilli paste.
Oh, yeah, yum.
So I use a lot. So we want 1 tablespoon of this.
Uh-huh.
And then what I have here, which is
what is it?
Not really a secret ingredient. See if you can guess what that is.
Is it red curry paste?
Tom yum paste.
Ah.
So this particular recipe I always did with tom yum paste. And look, it calls for 1 tablespoon. If you don't want it too hot.
Because tom yum is it that sweet and sour flavour? It's a bit
like the lemongrass and the...
Yeah, yum.
And then I want some coriander roots, stalks, sorry.
Oh.
So we're gonna keep the leaves for our garnish. And we're just gonna...
That's a really good use for the stalks, because usually the stalks just go in the green bin.
No, never. There's so much... There is so many recipes, Thai recipes, where you use the stalks.
Really?
In marinades. Have you heard of nam jim?
Oh, yeah.
Nam jim, they use the roots.
Oh, because I love coriander and I hate waste, so that's great.
And even if you are not a coriander fan... All right, so this is going crazy.
Okay, so you've got the tom yum paste. You've got the other...
We're just going to quickly fry that.
In with the olive oil, the coriander stalks. And you just... What are you putting in there? Just water? It's not stock?
This I've got... You can use... If you're vegetarian, you can use water, vegetable stock.
Yep.
I'm going to add a little bit of chicken powder to
in chicken stock?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, chicken booster, chicken powder, or chicken stock.
Okay. Oh, what's the difference?
Oh, not much. It's all chicken flavour. And then...
I've not heard of a chicken booster.
That's what we call in the commercial world.
Oh, okay.
It's like a chicken booster you can just add to stuff, or you can actually boil it up with water to make quick chicken stock. If you don't have time to make chicken stock.
Yum. Oh, it smells good. And so... I always thought if you were going to add a flavour to the soup and roast the veggies, you'd put the flavouring on the veggies before you roasted them. Would that change the flavouring if you wanted to add some spices to the...
Well, I want some caramelisation flavours on my pumpkin and sweet potato, so that's why I've roasted it.
Yeah, okay.
And I wouldn't... And also, it had to be a radio version of my soup. So I have made this soup where I just fry all the ingredients, even the pumpkin and the sweet potato in my pot.
Yep.
But this is like a radio version, but a quick version. If
Yeah,
you're time poor at home, you can make out you're doing it in half an hour on a radio show. Pre-do your pumpkin.
Oh, yum. That looks good.
So we're going to...
I could probably eat it like that. If you cut up the pumpkin into bite-sized pieces.
Now, all we want that to do now is come to the boil.
Yep.
And then Steve from Smeg, what a legend.
Yes, he's so good.
I sent him a message yesterday. I said, oh, I'm doing a soup. I don't want to use the blender I used last week for my chimichurri because I need to blend this hot soup.
Hot heat and blenders can be a bit...
So you have to be careful because there's been many an accident
be careful.
with blenders and blending hot soup. So if you're using a vitamizer or blender, don't put too much in there. Make sure you leave the air hole
lid off. Yeah, not off, but...
And slightly off. I normally put a tea towel on top as well to protect it. There's been some, But I said, Steve, you've got to... They were talking about last week, actually, about stab blenders, and I wasn't sure that Smeg did a stab blender. And he goes, yeah, we got it.
Like a handheld stick blender.
That's what I've got here.
There you go. Oh, it's fancy blue as well. It matches your pot.
And I did say, can I please have a blue one to match my pot? So here we are. So we're going to wait for this to come to the boil.
All right.
And then we're going to blend our soup.
Well, why don't we take a break?
Yeah.
We'll come back. We'll tell you what pals have matched with the Thai spiced sweet potato and pumpkin soup. And then Chris is going to get blending. We'll be back in a moment.
The Saturday Sports Show. Graham Corns and KG Cunningham.
You got pulled over by the police on the way in.
I did too, yeah. I thought, hello.
What have you done wrong?
But the worst part about that was...
Driving erratically.
No, old boss was driving beautifully. It frightened the hell out of me. But he put his siren on. I thought I'd just put his siren. Well, he did.
Saturday mornings from 9.
Did you say, look, do you know who I am?
Oh, I did not say that.
On 5AA, always Adelaide.
Dan Murphy's Best in Glass Wine Awards for 2025 are here. A celebration of outstanding wines curated by their expert wine merchants. So finding the perfect drop has been made easy. Shop in store or online at danmurphys.com.au. T's and C's apply. Choose to drink wise.
Are you or someone you know living with epilepsy? 1 in 25 Australians will develop epilepsy at some stage in their lives. The Epilepsy Centre in Adelaide is dedicated to raising awareness in the community to reduce the stigma and create a more welcoming and inclusive society. We do this by providing epilepsy awareness and seizure first aid to people living with epilepsy, their families and friends. Thanks to state government funding, we can offer this education at no cost. For more information, go to epilepsycentre.org.au.
It's Australian Made Week and a great reminder that our choices at the supermarket can really make a difference. When you choose Slape & Sons, you're supporting a South Australian family business that's been making sausages, burgers and meatballs locally since 1965. And the best bit, they use 100% Australian meat. And everything's made right here in South Australia, so you can trust it. No imported shortcuts, just honest, local flavour. And you really can taste the difference. Once you've tried Slapes, you won't want to go back to that supermarket brand. I can definitely attest to that. So next time you're in the meat section, choose local and choose delicious Slape & Sons. Proudly Australian made, proudly South Aussie.
Ready for your next adventure? Austrac campers are built tough for Australia's wild landscapes. From the coast to the outback, you'll experience unmatched quality with every adventure.
Austrac campers.
Hi gardeners, Charlie Allbone here. I love chili and garlic, but the bugs and insects hate it. That's why we use it to create Rich Grow Beta Bug, the safer, naturally based insect spray for use on veggies, fruit trees and flowers. To see how the Rich Grow effect can stop these pesky invaders wreaking havoc in your garden, pick up some Beta Bug today and grow you good things. Available at Bunnings Warehouse.
10% in bonus gift cards now at Harvey Norman. Thursday and Friday only.
Get 10% of your purchase price in bonus gift cards when you spend $500 or more on selected products. Shop in-store, shop online. Spend $500 or more on selected products and get 10% in bonus gift cards. Best brands, best range, best prices, and 10% in bonus Harvey Norman gift cards. Thursday and Friday only. Do not miss out. Terms, conditions and exclusions apply. Gift card valid for 1 month.
Why are we here? What is the nature of reality? Do I really need all that data to listen to history podcasts?
Huzzah! Question everything!
Especially your telco plan. Get the data you need at low prices with Aldi Mobile.
5AA Afternoons with Stacey Lee.
Welcome back, and we are in the middle of Foodie Friday in the 5AA kitchen with Chris Jarma from Jarma's Kitchen on the Complete Care live stream. So jump on Facebook and YouTube to have a look. He's cooking up a Thai spiced sweet potato and pumpkin soup today, and it's sitting there on the boil at the moment, and you're about to get blending, and I'm very excited to see that because we're both wearing white.
We're going to quickly try the wine before I finish my soup. So
Parafield Airport Liquor, we know they've got the perfect partner for every dish.
Yeah, and Sam and Jamie have sent a Leco Blanc.
Oh, look at that colour.
Which is a blend of Sauvignon, not Sauvignon. It's Sauvignon and Chardonnay.
Sauvignon and Chardonnay.
Adelaide Hills, Lenswood. Great place to grow that type of grape. It is texture and mouthfeel are the core of this wine. It's most definitely a white wine that can and should be enjoyed through the winter months. Okay, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Made with the use of skin contact. That's probably why you're getting that colour.
Yeah.
Where the grape skins sit in the juice, it has beautiful aromas of citrus peel, which will go beautifully with our tom yum, nuts and quince, while having bracing acidity and a saline edge. This all pulls together to enhance the flavour experience when enjoyed with warming winter foods, such as this Thai-style pumpkin soup. The creamy texture of the wine will definitely works in perfectly with hints of spice and richly flavoured soups. There we go. Let me
give it a go. It's usually $36 a bottle, but until Sunday, if you head into Parafield Airport Liquor and ask for the 5AA special, it's $29.99. So it's on sale for 5AA listeners.
That's delicious.
Yeah, yum.
Yep,
you like
that's
that?
going to go well with the tom yum, definitely.
Good. All right.
Okay,
Is it fruity? It smells pineapple-y.
Yeah, it's citrusy, fruity, but smooth, very smooth. I hope I don't burn that.
Okay.
So I want to start my garnish for my soup, which is not in the recipe, but whether you like hot, crusty bread.
Oh, yeah. You have to have bread with soup.
When I have normal pumpkin soup, I reckon I would go through half a loaf of hot, crusty bread. I don't even like using a soup spoon because I find it like too hot.
The bread's your spoon.
I like to dip my bread into the soup. So what I have here...
What have you got?
I've got roti.
Oh, yum!
Because we're going to have an Asian soup. What
did I have roti with the other day? Oh, when we were in the Barossa, Ben loves a pate.
Oh, yeah.
Maggie Beer's pate. And we went out for lunch at St Hugo Wine and they had a pate and it came with a roti.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And it was beautiful because it was like a little bit sweet and a bit flaky and it was...
because it has been some duck liver pates with some people do it with a bit of star anise and some Asian influence flavours as well.
Yeah.
All right, so while our roti is cooking, we're going to give this a bit of a blend, see how we go.
Uh-oh. Okay, I'm staying right away.
This Smeg blender has an adjustable speed.
Okay, this is the stick blender. There we go. Ooh.
So I don't want to lift the blender up in the air.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're just keeping it still?
Yeah. So it's literally sticking to the bottom of the pot.
Oh, see, I get scared I'm going to scratch the bottom of my pot.
No, because the blender has a protector.
Oh.
See, if I press that on, it just goes to the bottom of the pot.
I'm terrified of ruining my Bessemer.
So I'm going to slightly turn it to on the angle. Ooh. And now all those lumps.
This is so risky. We're both wearing white today. Oh, wow, look at that.
Now, I didn't quite get all my liquid in, so I'm going to add a little bit more.
Okay.
Now, with the recipe calls for 2 litres. Never add all of it, because it calls for 1 pumpkin and 1 sweet potato, but obviously pumpkins and sweet potatoes vary in size.
Yeah, that's true.
So never add all the liquid in the recipe.
I'm really surprised by your technique here. Chris is barely, if you're not watching on the live stream, Chris is barely moving around that stick blender. It's kind of just staying in the one place and it's blending everything up. I never do it like that.
Look, if I wasn't blending a hot liquid...
That's a real trick. I like that.
If I wasn't blending a hot liquid like here, if I was... This thing is like next level. It's so powerful. I think I had it. Yeah, wow, that is very good.
And it's got so many settings as well.
Yeah.
Different speeds and wow, okay.
It's very good. All right, let's do a taste test.
Okay, go on. Tell me, what do you think?
Oh, spot on.
You happy?
Spot on, yep.
Okay.
It doesn't need any salt. There's enough salt in the soybean chilli.
Yep. And probably
now,
in that stock or the booster.
My roti needs to move along a bit.
Okay. What are you looking for? Can I help?
Just something to flip my roti. I'll use this little knife.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, flipping it over. I've never cooked a roti myself.
Now...
They're always so beautiful and flaky when you get them at an Indian restaurant.
Rotis are not that hard to make. It's like, I think it's like warm flour, you fold it a bit. But I buy them from the Asian market. They come individually in each plastic. You keep them in the freezer. You take one out at a time.
Oh, perfect.
If you're having a curry night where you're making your own curry...
Look at that. That's so easy. You just put it in a pan with some oil and you're just flipping it.
I'll just put a little bit more to get it going a bit. All right, that should nearly be ready. Let's garnish our soup.
All right.
Now,
yummy. Look at that. And it's got a real deep orange colour to it. I'm guessing that's the extra herbs and the sweet potato as well.
Wow, that cranks up big time. Now, actually, this soup, I think where I got this recipe, when I worked at the Hyatt Hotel, which is now the Intercontinental Hotel.
Yeah.
As soon as I finished my apprenticeship, my dad kicked me out of Jarmas and said, right, go work for someone else. And he got me a job at the Hyatt through a friend. And they used to serve this soup in a cob loaf.
Oh, my gosh, yum.
And I worked in the pastry department first, so I did 6 months in the pastry, and we used to make these hard cob loaves. And then we'd cut the top off and serve the soup in the cob loaf. Now, where's my spoon that I was tasting the soup with?
Nothing beats a cob loaf. I've got a spoon here if you need a spoon.
I had one too. All right, I can use yours.
Go on, that's all right.
All right, so the garnish for this is coconut cream. Now you can get coconut cream and you can get coconut milk. The cream is perfect. Instead of using cream like we would in a pumpkin soup, we've got a really good, rich, thick coconut cream. And this also cools the soup down slightly.
Oh, and that would just go perfectly with those Thai flavours.
And I call them my Thai nuts.
Yeah, what is it?
This is a mixture of sesame seeds, roasted peanuts, and roasted shallots, black and white sesame seeds.
Yum.
So if you're allergic to peanuts, obviously don't put them on.
Maybe an issue for you.
A few little coriander leaves.
Yum.
And it's not in the recipe, but I was thinking, Linda had this for lunch today, and I thought, I might put some Thai basil on there.
Oh.
Because I know she likes basil, but this is Thai basil, which will enhance that tom yum flavour.
Oh.
All right.
Yummy. All right. The roti is ready.
We're going to fold that over, and I'm going to cut you some little
I'm going to give this spoon a little rinse because there's a lot of coconut cream on there. I feel like it'll distort the flavour if I try it with that. All right. How do I do this?
I would stir it.
Yep. Stir it.
Move it
Mix
around
it in.
a bit. The way I used to teach the kids, because soup can be hot. Take it from the edge where it's cooled down. I'm not saying you're a kid, but I'm saying if you don't want to burn yourself because it's molten lava, you're going to take a little, stir it, and then take a little bit from the edge, and it should be perfect.
It's better to be safe than sorry. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll give it a stir.
Stir, just to get a bit of the coconut milk in
As
there.
I say to the kids, I like that. That's funny. Okay. Now stir it. Take it from the edge. I need a little piece of coriander in there because I love my coriander. And I want a bit of this roti.
Yeah, or you could just dip the roti in there.
Oh, that's warm, though. That roti's a bit hot, I reckon. Or am I just being a wussy?
You don't have chef fingers.
Mmm. Oh, that crunchiness is really adds to it.
So when I do normal pumpkin soup, I put dukkha on it.
Oh yeah,
so
yum.
Because I've got the Asian nut mix for the Thai-inspired pumpkin soup.
I like it because it's got a little bit of a kick to it, but it's not too spicy, and it's got that not sour, but how would you describe it? A little bit tart from the tom yum.
Yeah, that's the tom yum.
Yeah.
The lime from the tom yum. The lime juice.
Okay, I'm going in with the roti.
I love roti. I'm going to have a piece of roti, just with a little dip.
Oh, the crunchiness, yum!
No, but these rotis are honestly the
Where
best.
did you get them from? I need some of these.
Okay, these ones are from Costco. Everyone would think I work for Costco, but I do not.
Go on, try it with the wine. How is it with the wine?
Yeah, let's try it. It's beautiful.
Yeah? Does it cut through?
Cuts through.
Mmm.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yum.
Yeah, but those rotis, you can get a very similar or same one, but because I'm too lazy to drive out to Costco, I just get them delivered.
Oh, yeah, you do it on the app.
DoorDash.
Yeah, there you go. I love it.
I've got all the hacks. Thanks to Jade Robert, though.
Yeah, exactly. That was a great tip. Love it. Oh, thanks, Chris. This is perfect.
No worries.
Warm you up this winter. It's definitely getting to that winter weather. So head online to the FIVEAA website. The full recipe is there. All the details of the beautiful Leco Blanc wine, which is on sale this weekend at Parafield Airport Liquor. They have the perfect partner for every dish. I did, don't worry.
Oh, you did. Okay.
Usually $36 a bottle, on sale this weekend for $29.99. That was Chris Jarma from Jarma's Kitchen for Foodie Friday. Thanks to Smeg and Pals. If you're building or renovating, your first choice should be visiting the Smeg showroom at Debney Distributors. You can really taste the difference with Smeg and, of course, Pals, the home of all of Australia's great wines. What is it? 28 to 4 here on 5AA. After news headlines, I will tell you what's on this weekend.
This is 5AA News. Always Adelaide.
David Bruce with the 5AA News headlines. Strong winds over the next few days may bring down large branches from trees that have been stressed by dry weather of late. A Liberal National Coalition is back on again after the federal Liberal Party MPs met again today to discuss a threatened divorce. Donald Trump has reduced tariffs on goods from China from 145 to 30%. Which the Reserve Bank's deputy head says is still too high, but tolerable. And in sport, Port Adelaide have headed to Perth for tomorrow night's game against Fremantle, and the Crows take on the Eagles at Adelaide Oval on Sunday afternoon. The 5AA forecast sunny today, a shower or two developing tomorrow, up to 21 with some strong winds forecast for the weekend. Currently 18 degrees. We'll have more news at 4 on 5AA, always Adelaide.
Much on this weekend? How about a quick trip to Amsterdam? Dig into cones of Belgian fries topped with mayo, mini Dutch pancakes and indulgent Biscoff milkshakes. Stock up on authentic Dutch products, market-fresh produce and irresistible Dutch cakes made from scratch daily. Take a leisurely stroll past the windmill, admire the tulips and the Delft Blue. Visit Amsterdam this weekend at the Dutch Pantry. OG Road Clemzig, open 7 days. Just look for the big windmill.
When your youngest finishes school and pick up and drop off become a distant memory. When the neighbours no longer have loud music to complain about. When you wake up and fall asleep to the sound of silence because the kids have flown the nest. If only. It happens sooner. Semi-retirement, disposable income and infinite time to spend it. You're a super consumer. If you run a business that'd like to reach the consumer we call the trifecta, speak to us here at 5AA.
Hi, Daniel Talley here, General Manager of Home. That's HAUME. Put simply, we buy homes. We don't charge fees, there's no advertising costs or commissions, none of that. We just make the process of selling your home easy. So if you're looking to downsize and have a home built before the 90s, we'll be able to help you save time, money and the effort it takes to sell. Thinking of downsizing? Visit home.com.au. That's HAUME.com.au.
Be inspired with a trip to Virginia Home and Garden. Discover SA's biggest range with over 12,000 square metres of indoor and outdoor plants, fruit trees and ornamental trees, shrubs and hedges. Over 70% of our plants are grown here in the nursery. So not only are they grown for SA conditions, you'll pay less. Virginia Home and Garden also has the right indoor and outdoor pots in every size, colour and texture. Nurture yourself with nature at Virginia Home and Garden, not just a nursery.
The Aussie Outback is no place for amateurs or idiots. And I should know, I'm Russell Corbett. Here's some more city slickers in a flashy new Triton, thinking they could just drive into the Never Never willy-nilly. That's a no-no.
I've already been back.
Oh, right, you've already been. Yeah. And now you're heading back, yeah, makes sense.
Mitsubishi's most capable ute ever. Nothing can frighten a Triton.
I'll follow you then. No? Okay.
Marge, those folks at Gilmore's really were terrific. I told you. Not only did they fit me in shoes to suit my bunyips, but they handled the paperwork for my care package.
Oh, I didn't realise they did that.
Yeah, I got some really lovely shoes. The package provider sorted out the payment and worked with Gilmore's to make sure I got my shoes.
Well, now that your bunions, aren't so sore, why don't we grab a coffee and do a few laps of the park?
I'd like that. It's been a while.
Gilmore's Comfort Shoes, South Road, Melrose Park.
Live, local. This is 5AA, always Adelaide. 5AA Afternoons with Stacey Lee.
Good afternoon. It's 24 minutes to 4 here on 5AA. If you've got an event happening this weekend and you'd like to give it some promotion on the radio, now's the time to get on the phone, 8223 0000.
To help plan your weekend, here's what's on.
And there is so much happening in Adelaide this weekend. If you like getting out and about and going for your walks with your four-legged friend, well, we've got the perfect one for you. Maddie Barker is the Manager of Brand and Development at the Million Paws Walk and joins you now. Hello, Maddie.
Hi, Stacey. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. I'm very excited for our Million Paws Walk this Sunday, the 25th of May.
Yes, so what time's it all kicking off and where can people go?
Yeah, so it's happening in the beautiful Adelaide Botanic Garden, and we've actually got staggered start time, so they start at 9 o'clock and then the final group starts walking at 11:30. So there are tickets still available, which you can buy online at millionpawswalk.com.au or at the event on the day. It's going to be a great day out, and it's the only day of the year that dogs are allowed in the Botanic Garden.
Oh, gosh, Murray would be so excited to get down to the Botanic Garden. So many new smells.
You should come. It's beautiful at this time of year, and there'll be many fellow animal lovers walking to help fight animal cruelty and raise funds to help us, the RSPCA, help animals in need across our state. It's going to be a great day.
Now, I assume this is one of those events that you do need to register for, because I can't imagine having all types of dogs just turn up willy-nilly would be very, very conducive.
No, not ideal, not ideal. Yes, we do ask that you register, and you do that simply by purchasing the ticket. And you can do that online, or if you want to do it in person on the day, you can come along and just register at the registration tent at the village.
All right.
The Adelaide Botanic Park.
All right. And so you can, register online or get there on the day. And we know that the funds always go to a great cause.
They do. And we rely on the public donations of our very kind-hearted and generous supporters. So it really is for a wonderful cause to help all the animals across our state.
Oh, beautiful. Thanks for telling us all about it, Maddie. Have fun.
Hope to see you there. Thank you.
Thank you. That's Maddie Barker from the Million Paws Walk, which is happening on Sunday at the Adelaide Botanic Garden. Head online to register. Well, we know the Cabaret Festival is starting very soon. It begins on the 5th of June, but starting tonight, the Cabaret Fringe Festival is on, and Simone DeSisto is the festival director. Hello, Simone.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm tired already, and we're just getting started.
You can't be tired on day one.
I know. No, I'm going to have my second and third and fifth wins. It's fine.
Perfect. Now, for those who haven't heard of the Cabaret Fringe Festival before, tell us all about it.
So the Cabaret Fringe Festival is like the Fringe Festival is to the Adelaide Festival. So we are the younger sibling. This was created 20 years ago by the late, great Frank Ford. And so the Adelaide Cabaret Fringe Festival is by locals, for locals. So 95% of our program is South Australian talent. But don't let that make you think that it's not world-class talent, because South Australia absolutely punches well above its weight. So we have about 30 shows happening in live performance venues all over Adelaide.
Oh, wow. Okay. So if there's so many shows going on and they're all in different locations, how do people know where to go?
Okay, so head to our website, so cabaretfringefestival.com. The whole program is online, but most of the venues would be venues that people are familiar with. So they are venues like 1910 and Arthur's and the Howling Owl and Prompt Creative Centre. These are places that hold live music and entertainment all year round. And for 10 days, we pop up inside their venues rather than setting up our own venues. And we support them in the winter months and also support local artists and producers to tell their own stories through cabaret.
How good. Oh, it sounds like so much fun. So head online to
hilarious.
Head online to get your tickets.
Absolutely. And please don't wait till the last minute to book, because we know that Adelaide is renowned for it, but it makes us very nervous.
Plus, you don't want to miss out. I've done that before where I've gone, I can do that later. And then you go online the day before and they're sold out and you kick yourself and you think, I should have just done it before.
Yes, well, absolutely. We haven't officially opened, but we've got 2 sold-out shows already, so please don't wait. Head onto the website and book now.
There you go. Sounds like a whole lot of fun, Simone. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have fun.
Thanks.
That's Simone DeSisto, Festival Director of the Cabaret Fringe Festival, which starts today and runs until the 1st of June. All right, maybe you like to go and listen to beautiful choirs. Well, the National Festival of Male Choirs is on this Sunday, and Linton Nicholas is the president of the local Metropolitan Male Choir of South Australia. He's here to tell us all about it. Hello, Linton.
Well, hello, Stacey.
So this is all happening on Sunday. Whereabouts?
Well, it's in the entertainment centre in their theatre. I feel a little bit fraudulent, to be honest, because there's not a ticket to be had. It's sold out.
Oh, it's sold out. Oh, you didn't even need our help promoting it, Linton. You've got it covered.
Well, what I can do instead is to promote the general cause of men singing, Stacey. It is a great pastime, and so it could be that some of your listeners are either men who like to sing, or maybe they know men who like to sing. And there are 2 local choirs, part of this magnificent massed choir of over 300 fellows from around Australia. There are 2 local choirs. There's ours, the Metropolitan Male Choir of South Australia, and there is the Adelaide Male Voice Choir. Both of them would love to have new members, and guarantee you it's just wonderful camaraderie and, of course, the joy of singing.
Oh, how beautiful. So even though we can't buy tickets to come along, tell us about it. It sounds like it'll be a real experience. 300 singers on stage.
Well, and a few more. It is flabbergasting, to be really brutal. The sold-out sign went up 3 weeks ago. With over 1,000 in the audience. There's 330 singers on stage, a symphony orchestra of over 50 players. It is really a concert of a lifetime for most of us, and probably for the audience as well. We think it's probably the largest mass male choir concert ever staged here in Adelaide. We're very proud of it.
Yeah, as you should be. And so I imagine there's a beautiful band or orchestra with you?
Well, this is the beauty of community orchestra, and your last speaker was commenting on how South Australia punches above its weight as far as fringe music goes. And this is our orchestra comes from local city council orchestras, the Unley Symphony Orchestra or the Burnside Symphony or the Norwood or the Cumberland Park and so on. And these players are exceptionally good players. and put them together in an orchestra of over 50, it makes a stupendous sound.
Oh, I bet it does. It sounds absolutely magnificent. Unfortunately, I've missed out on tickets, so I can't get along, but it sounds like at least 1,000 other people got in nice and quick, so they'll be enjoying it.
Yeah.
We'll have to chat earlier next time, Linton.
Well, what I can recommend to your listeners, Stacey, is there is no shortage of wonderful community music around Adelaide any weekend. And I would certainly advocate our choir, the Metropolitan Male Choir of South Australia, or the Adelaide Male Voice Choir, or the Unley Symphony Orchestra, or the Nords. Just go online, look up these websites, find out when the concerts are on. They are cheap, they're in lovely venues. You are guaranteed a great music experience.
Oh, sounds great, Linton. Thank you so much for telling us all about it.
Thank you for having me on.
See you. That's Linton Nicholas, the president of the local Metropolitan Male Choir of South Australia. It's 14 minutes to 4 here on 5AA. If you've got an event happening near you, maybe you're organising a local sausage sizzle, a fundraiser for your local footy club or netball club, something like that, and you'd like to give it a shout out on the radio, now's the time to do it. 8223 0000.
The 5AA Sports Show. Rowie and Timmy G.
This is hot. This is blue flame hot, taken to the bank. We are hearing that Bryce Cotton, five-time MVP, he will be announced as the new recruit for the 36ers next year.
The 5AA Sports Show.
I'm going to go and buy a 36ers membership right now.
Hello. Weekdays from 4 p.m. on 5AA. Always Adelaide.
Big news. The 2024 plate clearance sale is on at Austrac Campers. Save up to $11,000 on hybrid campers, plus get a bonus 3.3 kVA generator and 200-watt solar panel with every purchase.
Austrac. Campers.
Limited stock. Don't miss out.
Look here. Look at Shorty got back. Should I ask her for a dance? Hold on, there's too many in the wolf pack.
The all-electric Kia EV3, crowned the 2025 World Car of the Year. Awarded for its record 604 kilometres of all-electric range and fast-charging capabilities. The Kia EV3 is your 2025 World Car of the Year. Visit kia.com.au to find out more.
Kia, movement that inspires.
Your new local has been freshly renovated and relaunched. That's right. The Para Hills Community Club has more to offer than ever before, and it's so fresh, the paint is only just dried. Has only just dried, rather. The Para Hills Community Club is a social hub that brings people together for a classic hospitality experience and just a great time. So whether you're heading in for a family meal, letting your hair down with a few drinks and some live entertainment, or looking for an exceptional function space, the crew look forward to seeing and welcoming you. And if you're a northern local looking for your people, you should become a member and join the community for great discounts and specials. You know how much I love a bargain. A discount will always drag me in. So get down to your new local, the Para Hills Community Club, Bridge Road, Para Hills.
If Australians invented crunchy chicken with a creamy garlic filling, we might have called it chicken Coolangatta, or perhaps chicken Cootamundra. Thankfully, we didn't. Chicken Kiev, now only $6.49 for a 4-pack at Aldi. Good different.
Harris Scarf Friend Sale is on now. Save 50% off full-price quilts and pillows, 40% off full-priced quilt cover sets and sheets, plus 40% off full-priced electric blankets and heated throws. Hurry, sale ends soon. Conditions apply. Harris Scarf, great brands, great prices.
Oh, here's one. Hey, you leaving, mate?
Yeah, one sec, buddy.
Okay, no worries. Oh, come on. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up.
Parking turning you into someone you're not? Search UPark app today.
At Complete Care, we're more than just a care provider, we're a family. As we celebrate our 10th year, our mission remains the same, to empower our specialised team of carers and client service managers to help people living with a disability. We provide personalised services, including cleaning and home maintenance, to social support and transportation. We look after you like family, offering a warm, caring touch that sets us apart.
At Complete Care, we're the company with heart. Complete Care with a K.
5AA is Adelaide's leader in sport. Thanks to Rossdale Homes. Display villages across Adelaide. Drop in for inspiration and expert advice because trust is a must.
5AA Afternoons with Stacey Lee.
At 10 minutes to 4 here on 5AA. Just getting to some of your text messages earlier during Foodie Friday with Chris Jarma, where he made some Thai spiced sweet potato and pumpkin soup with roti, and it was absolutely delicious. Sherry on the text line says, first time I've seen the live stream, so much more fun. Yes, it is fun, isn't it? It's like we've got our very own cooking show. I love doing the Foodie Friday on the live stream. And Cherie goes on to say, love that pumpkin soup and roti. Could be a good one for Sunday night. Oh, you'll love it. Trust me, it is beautiful. Sam Daddo, producer Sam, is nodding his head along with emphasis. He thinks it's beautiful as well. And Con, he says, one day you've got to try egg, chicken and lemon Greek soup, the best. Con, what sort of Greek would I be if I didn't know about avgo lemon or soup? It's all I drink. I basically drink it. Could just drink it out of a mug. It's all I eat in winter when I'm sick. Mum makes me some avgo lemon all the time. If you're ever feeling sick and you need something that's quick and easy, avgo lemon or soup is the best. It's just lemon, some chicken stock, some chicken and an egg mixed into it. It's beautiful. But yours won't beat my mum's, I'm sorry. We got a text earlier as well when we were talking about SA water leaks and burst water mains and why we see more of them during winter. And Sue in Grange says there's been a leak on Crittenden Road, which has been reported numerous times since, Sue, am I reading this date right? The 10th of January? With no response. It makes you so angry. We're in a drought and the water is just running down the drain. Really? From the 10th of January? That is really surprising to me. And yeah, I totally understand how you feel, Sue. When we're in a drought and we're all seeing our water bills come in and thinking, oh my goodness, how am I going to pay that? And then there's just water flowing down the street into the drain being wasted. It makes you want to take a bucket out there and put it on the plants. Oh, that's so disappointing. John in Kingswood was talking about our interview with Jack Thompson earlier in the program. He says, I met Jack at Wilpena Resort and had a few beers with him and two girlfriends about 45 years ago. Oh, that would have been an experience. I'd love to be a fly on the wall for that one, John. How good. All right, well, if you missed the big news of the day in Canberra, the Liberal Party has met today and has agreed to an in-principle policy deal with the Nationals, which is starting to pave the way for the coalition to reunite. If you're just catching up on the week that's been in federal politics, the coalition split because the Liberal Party wouldn't agree to 4 policy demands that the Nationals Party had. And then a couple of days later, the Nationals said, oh, you know what? We don't really want to be on a break anymore. Maybe we do want to get back together, but we still have some demands of you. Today, the Liberal Party met and have agreed to, in principle, supporting those policy demands. However, after that back and forth this week, the leadership of the National Party is in question, and Barnaby Joyce has apparently been telling his colleagues that he would support Michael McCormack if there was to be a challenge of David Littleproud's leadership of the Nationals. Here he is on the ABC, not really helping.
Would he have your full support if he was to remain as leader?
I'm ambitious for him.
Would he have your full support, though, Michael McCormack?
I've just given you my answer.
I mean, you can't be happy with what he's done with the party. And, I mean, there's been so many negative headlines.
It's been messy. It's been really messy.
Messy is an understatement. But the start of that...
Would he have your full support if he was to remain as leader?
I'm ambitious for him.
I'm ambitious for him. Does that sound familiar to you? Remember this from 2018?
This is my leader.
There you go.
And I'm ambitious for him.
Yeah, good on you. Thanks, ScoMo.
It gets me every time. Yeah, good on you. Thanks, ScoMo. They both know. They don't believe a word that comes out of each other's mouth. Well, that was, of course, former Prime Minister Malcolm Turnbull, and he was asked today for his views on all of the drama that's happened with the coalition this week.
If they don't form a coalition or reform the coalition, they are guaranteeing that they've got no prospect of forming a government. So, you know, if the Libs and the Nats are not in coalition, they're going to be in permanent opposition. So the answer to the question is, of course they should be in coalition. But I also think the demands of the National Party here are very, very unreasonable at this stage of the political cycle. I mean, you know, the next election's 3 years away. You don't know what the economy is going to be like then. You don't know what anything's going to be like that, really. And so it's far better to be totally flexible on policy at this stage. The voters have given their verdict, and have a review. This is not to say you have no policies, but that you say, you know, we will finalise and formalise our policies closer to the election. And you can do that as a coalition.
But will they? We'll have to find out. We haven't officially heard from the opposition yet after they met this afternoon, but no doubt we will be hearing from leader Susan Lee at some stage to give us the party's formal position. 8223 0000 is the number to call if you know what that means. Thank you to Les in Lockleys on the text line. He was in Corn during the filming of Sunday Too Far Away. My brother-in-law had a big part in it during the filming in the main street. How good would that have been, Les? What a great experience. I love that. Thank you for sharing. And if you're looking on the Complete Care live stream, you would have noticed a distinct lack of Rowie and Timmy G in the studio today. That is because the sports show is broadcasting from the First Commercial Hotel in Port Adelaide. So make sure you stay listening after the 4 o'clock news for Rowie and Timmy G live from the First Commercial Hotel in Port Adelaide. And a huge congratulations to Adam in Para Hills. You knew what that music meant, and you are heading along to experience the magic of the Adelaide Symphony Orchestra's Live at the Movies, featuring Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1, Saturday the 7th of June at the Adelaide Entertainment Centre. You can get your tickets online, but Adam, you don't have to. Double pass is coming your way. Thank you so much to everyone who sent a text or called into the program this afternoon and this week. Thank you to Sam for his help producing. I hope you all have a fabulous weekend, and I will talk to you at 1 o'clock on Monday.
The Powers season is looking precarious after another demoralising loss.
Bye to